Greetings, Portal Master. I am Eon.
Eon always takes super long to explain things that could easily be explained in 3 sentences.
Skylands wasn't always so peaceful. Once it was held in the vicious grip of the most notorious evildoers Skylands has ever known. The Doom Raiders.
If the Doom Raiders were as notorious and as bad as they were, then why have we never heard of them?
Striking from their hideout, deep in the savage Badlands, the Doom Raiders plunder without mercy.
So, if the Doom Raiders only did bad things in the Badlands, then couldn't everyone just leave that area, effectively making the Doom Raiders useless?
Until no place was safe.
So they fought until no place was safe, meaning at one point they had all of Skylands under control, and we still have never heard of these guys before.
Fortunately, an elite team of Skylanders, wielding legendary weapons, was called upon to track down these villains and bring them to justice.
Not even half the Traptanium rosters in this cutscene. I get cutting the new elemental Trap Masters from this, but why do you not have every single Trap Master here? You know, despite the Doom Raiders being like the super bad guys, the Trap Masters seem to be able to take them out with relative ease. This would have definitely killed all the Doom Raiders. In this shot, Wildfire is on the right of Lobstar. The next shot he's on the left. Then the next shot he's right back to the right of him. How do you mess this up? In fact, if you're animating this, it would take more effort to move him.
Cloud Cracker Prison. Locked away behind walls of pure Traptanium.
This prison doesn't look stable at all. It shouldn't be a shock to anyone that it got broken into. In fact, the thing that should be a shock is that it took someone so long to break everyone out. Also, this whole opening scene, Chomp Mage is nowhere to be found, even though he is a Doom Raider.
Meanwhile, the shattered fragments of Cloud Cracker Prison were transformed into powerful traps.
How do those even remotely look like traps? Like a stick holding a box that falls on you when you hit the stick is a trap. These are just totems.
Oh boy, this is great, Callie. I mean, a new Skylander headquarters? There hasn't been one in ages.
So you're telling me before this there was no place where the Skylanders could go to train or heroes could go to become Skylanders? How do the Skylanders even exist? Plus, why are there so many Mabu here? It's not like they can contribute anything since Mabu can't be Skylanders.
No, Hugo. And Buzz is the most legendary Skylander trainer ever.
Setsu, I've never heard of him before. Also, how does one who isn't a Skylander train a Skylander? Buzz looks like he is at most 5'2", and he walks on a peg leg. There is no way he knows how to train Skylanders.
There's something familiar about him.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've seen his kind before.
What does Flynn mean, seen his kind before? They are both Mabu.
Safety, security, and...
Bad things happen right before something cool's about to happen, cliche. Does soda only make the gulper bigger? Because if it is how that works, that is one random power.
I know! And that's not all. Cloud Cracker's gone. Like it's been totally blown wide open!
I mean, that is a logical conclusion since we have already seen multiple villains from the prison out and about.
By the way, I'm Mags, inventor of all the cool stuff at this here Skylanders Academy, as well as about 87 million other things. That's a literal number, too. 87 million.
Mags thinks that these people do not know the number 87 million. I mean, if you think about it, compared to the other numbers, 87 million isn't even that big.
There's no telling what other bad guys might be on the loose.
Actually, there is telling what other bad guys are on the loose. I assume you kept track of who is in the prison, so you can easily know who and the number of people that escaped from Cloud Cracker Prison.
Well, we can always ask the Stoneheads on Know-It-All Island. They know everything. Problem is, the island has been totally taken over by trolls.
Callie just happens to know who and where the information is that we need to find the bad guys, and she also somehow knows that trolls took over the island. Based on the cutscene we saw in the beginning of the game, a giant explosion happened where Kaos set up his machine, which would have most definitely killed him.
Know what else?
I don't like your smell.
Oh, exactly, Wolfgang. As a chef of great renown, I say P.U. However, I do like the chair.
Yeah, let's keep the chair and ditch the cream.
Why are the Doom Raiders even mad at Chaos? He isn't even telling them that they need to follow his instructions. He's just asking for a well-deserved thank you.
Chaos, you and the troll may stay. If only to bear witness to my plan to bring Skylands to its knees!
Golden Queen says this plan will bring Skylands to its knees, but later it's revealed that her plan is to have all the gold in the world. So how does that exactly translate to putting Skylands on its knees?
Supposedly you could ask these stoneheads anything. Like maybe where Buzz is. Made a big thing out of his secret ninja tomato skills, and he's not even here.
Who says I'm not?
There is no feasible way that Buzz would have been able to make it there since Flynn just looked in that direction.
To Mount Flynmore, it was called. Turns out it was made entirely of cake, though, so after the first rainy season, whoosh, whole thing washed away.
Flynn could easily be lying here, but I don't think he is, but it would be very hard not to know that a mountain is made out of cake. Also, how did the cake mountain even form in the first place?
You know what that means, don't you? The Chompy Mage might have flipped. He could be working for the Skylanders now.
How does Wolfgang have any idea of the traps existing or them even working? Does everyone in this universe know that a portal master can just put a shiny totem on a portal and trap you or something?
Is that so?
Huge! What are you doing? I could have chipped a tooth.
Honestly, this is Wolfgang's fault for taking so long to put the turkey leg in his mouth after closing his eyes while also hearing the Golden Queen use her powers. Oh yeah, because that isn't obvious at all.
Please, Majesty, let me go after the Skylanders before they make a mess of everything.
Oh yeah, Wolfgang, I bet you and your glorified harp could beat the Skylanders who have saved the universe multiple times over.
Get rid of the Skylanders, finally!
This is Chaos's base, so why didn't he install desks that are his own size?
Ah, gold? Gold? That's it? That's your big plan?
Of course. What else is there?
I mean, you have been in prison for a while, so like maybe get back to the people that locked you up. I guess the Golden Queen doesn't hold grudges.
I'd rather have the gold.
Everything you touch is gold, so couldn't you just put your hands on the ground and just turn all the ground into gold? Or is that against the gold rules or something?
I give myself no choice. Time for the unthinkable. No one will expect it. Not even me!
I mean, he did say that no one would expect it, but how did Chaos know that Mags was looking for her information squid? And how did he even hide inside of it?
Oh, that takes me back.
Mags and Callie almost got eaten alive and acted like nothing even happened.
Okay, we just need to find that information squid of yours.
Who is we? Callie does absolutely nothing during this mission. At least Max follows you around, but Callie doesn't do anything. Chaos surely would have gotten jumped the second that he came out of the information squid. He's at the Skylanders Academy.
Destroy you as I have tried to do many times in the past. No. This time, I am here to
Why are all the NPCs acting like this isn't even a bad thing? Chaos has tried to kill the Skylanders on multiple occasions, and they're just acting like he's just some dude they sorta don't trust.
Trust Chaos. Be extra careful out there, Skylander. This could be a trap.
We see at the very end of the level, Dreamcatcher is in her giant head form. She is very visible, so Callie would have seen her. Also, what is the point of bringing us to the very end of the level if you can clearly see the Dreamcatcher isn't there?
Oh, wow. The Dreamcatcher must have already started stealing the dreams from these scientists, because this place used to look like a pretty normal observatory.
Dang, I definitely couldn't tell from all the weird blue vortexes and twisters around the place.
I've already learned the secrets of Traptanium from these scientists' dreams.
What secrets could there possibly be? Traptanium at the end of the day is just a crystal.
Our good buddy Chaos here is also informed.
Good buddy? He's tried to kill you multiple times. How do you not see his betrayal coming?
Those Those idiots need something really, really stinky to make it work. And I happen to know for a fact, the only thing in Skylands that smells that bad is the goo from the secret sewers of Supreme Stink.
First off, how do you even know about goo from a sewer? Second, wouldn't any sewer do? I mean, sewers are kind of known for being stinky. Also, again, how do you know about goo from a sewer?
Hey, a little to the left, trolley.
Yes, Mr. Wolfgang.
Now that I'm thinking about it, there should be no possible way that Wolfgang can lay back down on a bed or a couch, since there are giant spikes coming out of his back.
Stinkosity, to be exact. And believe it or not, it's one of the most powerful forces in Skylands.
So powerful that it has never been mentioned in any of the games previous to this.
Are you telling me you failed, Dr. Krankcase?
Yes, that is exactly what he's doing. Another thing I just realized is that all these characters have different accents. How do accents even work in Skylands? Even same species creatures in Skylands have different accents.
Say, what's this? Why, it's a postcard! And it's from my old Willikin factory?
Grand reopening of the Willikin Workshop, now under new management.
Why does Krankcase even reopen the Willikin Workshop? It's actually never stated. I mean, I guess you could say it's to lower the Skylanders there, but again, they never tell you why.
Okay, here we are. Hey, short stuff, while you're in there, can you pick me up some churros?
Why can't we just, fly over to the place that obviously has Krankcase in it? It serves us no purpose whatsoever to go through the entire level.
Well, hello there. My name is Dr. Krankcase, and you must be the Skylanders I've heard so much about, yes?
Isn't that stuff behind Krankcase the goo that he just said they ran out of? Since he calls it goo, I assume it is, which means that the creators most likely made this level with the goo, then after made the cutscene saying they ran out of goo, and hope no one would notice that the goo was still around.
Ever considered just wrecking their ship?
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that!
Oh, really? Watch this!
Emergency landing!
That's actually a pretty good idea by Wolfgang, although it probably would have worked better if he had wrecked their ship while there wasn't a place for them to land by.
This just got personal.
I guess they rebuilt the ship right after this level since we see Flynn's ship again 2 levels after this.
One-way trip! Ta-ta!
Well, I didn't see that one coming.
Why don't the Skylanders just spin Kaos again, so they can go to the future at the same time as Wolfgang? If they did, he'd have like 3 seconds to prepare, and it would be much harder for him to win.
So, mucho points for retrieving old Baldy, but unfortunately, our long-haired freakazoid Wolfgang remains at large.
He wouldn't remain at large if you just used Kaos right after Wolfgang and just followed him to the future.
Together, we could rule this place. There's no chaos, no Doom Raiders, and you can get pizza here in 30 seconds or less!
Honestly, with it being 10,000 years in the future, not being able to have pizza get delivered right after you order seems kind of underwhelming.
It wasn't even programmed to smell. Or love.
If he was programmed to not love, that most likely means he has no emotion, which means the robot should not get sad over this.
Attention, all Skylands! It is I, your magnificent queen.
So has the Golden Queen always been able to astral project herself over Skylands, or did the cheese give her this ability?
I would like to take this opportunity to present the 3 golden rules that I now expect all of you to follow.
I mean, can't everyone just easily disobey these rules, as it seems besides astral projection, you can't really do anything else.
And there's only one awesome pilot with the awesome pilot skills awesome enough to teach me how to fly. And you're looking at him.
Boom! Compadre, that doesn't make any sense. Although I guess on some level, it kinda does.
No, Buzz, you were right. The first time, it doesn't make any sense.
Come on, let's land this bucket of bolts. Though maybe, do it gently. My boys will help you clear out the troll defenses.
Why can't you just land the ship next to the rocket? That means you would bypass all the enemies so you wouldn't need to fight them.
We figured you guys could use a little help.
I salvaged some old flying machines from Skylanders past and got them ready for battle. I'd say we got ourselves a squadron.
Why do they even need the rocket if they're able to use other ships they previously had to get to Sky Highlands?
Of course! She's in the Golden Desert! Seems kind of obvious now that I think of it.
How did none of you think the Golden Queen would be in the Golden Desert?
And those super weird giant wormy thingies. Oh, and Callie. Callie!
Why is Callie already here? Shouldn't have Flynn and Callie come at the same time since they are on the same team?
Well, two can play at that game. You should thank...
Callie had at least 2 seconds to hide behind that wall that was right next to her before the Golden Queen shot her. So does the entire last level take place right next to the academy since we see the giant machine right next to it? That is actually never clarified.
Doesn't mean I know what happened to Eon's body. So stop asking me already!
Don't look now, but I think the Queen's ultimate thingamawhatsit is heading right at us.
Despite a giant machine being right above the academy, there's not even a shadow on the academy. In fact, the academy never changes at all throughout the course of the game. It is the only hub world to do so.
Lander, such a pleasure to meet you again. For the last time!
Even if the Golden Queen defeated the Skylander here, there are way more, so no matter what, they wouldn't be seeing each other for the last time. All the villains in the game seem to be oblivious to the fact that there are multiple Skylanders.
Hurry, Skylander!
Enough! Enough with your insolence! Insubordination!
Oh no, an Indiana Jones reference.
Be onto something, Flynn. Anybody see Kaos?
Huh. Yeah, where is that little twerp?
I mean, no matter what, they couldn't hide the fact that Kaos betrays you, since Kaos is in the trap box, and that in the trailer they show off the Kaos trap. But the thing that is even worse is that the characters in the game are totally shocked that he betrays them. Like, he has tried to defeat the Skylanders on multiple occasions, and has tried to kill them, yet they are in shock at the fact that Kaos turns on them the second he gets the chance. Also, why in the world did they not destroy the giant machine right after the Golden Queen boss battle? From what it looked like, the machine was right in front of the academy, so there's really no reason not to get rid of it.
By absorbing its power, it will make me, Kaos, truly unstoppable!
How do you know that? It is just a stinky cheese. You think taking a good whiff of some cheese is going to make you super powerful?
Lord Kaos?
This is absolutely incredible! I see everything now! Finally,
Well, of course it does, because this is Skylands.
You, there! Portal Master! On Earth!
Fourth wall break. So has Kaos had the ability to just see us somehow the entire time? Because if he can, I can think of a couple times where this would have come in handy.
Now, prepare yourself, loser master, to meet your unimaginable doom at the hands of Ultra Traptanium powered Chaos!
Wouldn't it be stinky cheese powered Chaos? I mean, you only got your powers because of a giant stinky cheese.
I knew we shouldn't have trusted that Chaos creep.
I mean, yeah, you really shouldn't have trusted the guy that all wants you dead. I feel like that's a logical conclusion.
And then there's that thing.
Flynn, if you are the greatest pilot ever, then why did you not just fly to the top of the machine, so we wouldn't have to go inside it to defeat Kaos? So Chaos's most powerful form is just him turning into a trap.
Explosion! Of course you are.
Glumshanks getting in the way before something big explodes happens way more often than you would think.
Oh, jeez! Things are looking up for the Da Vinci!
Shouldn't have Da Vinci been brought back after they defeated the Golden Queen since it was her that trapped him and not Kaos?
Not so sure about that guy.
Okay, took a while, but it looks like we can finally get this party started.
With Buzz saying it only took a while, it indicates that this entire mission could have easily just taken like a day or two. Heck, even an afternoon, as everyone from the first cutscene is here. The first cutscene took place during midday, while it is sunset now, which means yes, the entire journey could have taken over one afternoon, especially because this game can be done and over in a 3-hour span.
I'd like to officially dedicate this academy to the Skylanders.
Do you even need to say that? It's called the Skylanders Academy.
Declare the Skylander Academy open and awesome!
Huh, Buzz never got to cut that rope from the very beginning.
You like enchiladas too?